respect. Hey, let's get it, bro. DOT, the money, power, respect. The last one is better. Say this a lot of goofies for the check. I mean, I hope them sentiments symbolic. My temperament bipolar, truth violence. Okay, let's get it up. It's time for him to prove that he's a problem. Niggas clicking up, but they not be legit. No 40 water. Tell him, yeah, get up with me. Fuck sneak this, first person shooter. I hope they came with 3 switches. I crash out like fuck rap. This let him know if I had to. Got 2 T's with me. I'm snatching chains and burning tattoos. This pop lost too many soldiers not to play it safe. If he walk around with that stick, it ain't Andre CK. Think I won't drop the location. I still got PTSD. Motherfuck the big 3. Nigga, it's just big me. Nigga, I'm really like that. Hey, your best work is
Whoever waiting, not breathe your head. You only can rescue me. This is my prayer. If you were mine, if you were mine, I wouldn't want to go to heaven.
7 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
bitch, I'm from Memphis. What you know about me? Big G L.
Come on, guys. Follow information. Let's go. Hey, Mish MObb, and welcome to the Situation Room. Be sure to hit the like button as you come in. Hey guys, welcome to my channel and welcome to another video. If you guys can hear me, please let me know by putting a heart in the chat. I hope everyone has been having an amazing day so far. I cannot complain. I'm a little aggravated, I will be honest though, because this video just took me somewhere. I don't know. I just thought this was the most awful thing. Let me know if everybody is able to see me and hear me clearly. I'm sitting here looking for an adapter for my doggone. Um, I'm looking for an adapter for my speaker, so that's why I'm asking if you guys can hear me because family proof your family. Let me put my glasses back on. Y'all, this is just really a live me jumping in here and deciding at the very last minute to go live. So I wasn't really prepared for this, but um I had to speak on this one, y'all. I had to speak on this. Thank you guys who have popped in here. I really appreciate that. We're talking about Peach McIntyre today, y'all. I am absolutely shocked by this girl's actions. I'm absolutely shocked. I am. Uh, almost speechless. Can't really be completely speechless sitting here doing a video, but yeah, I am so shocked by her actions. I'm just gonna really be honest about that because um of what she posted. Those of you who may not have seen it, I will be in the bushes because I'm trying to do some keychains. Okay, love, thank you so much for jumping in here with me. Let me see who I do have in here. Hey, Mocha. Hey, Mocha Madness. Yeah, happy Monday to everybody. Hey, Nikisha. Hey, Burma. Let's see. Hey, Makeup. I hadn't seen you in the group in a few days, so I'm glad to see you're doing well. One brief second. I'm going to alert the chat that we are live. Okay. So everybody can see and hear. Great, great. Okay, love. I'm glad you're back, Makeup, and I hope that everything is okay with you. If I remember correctly, I think you were not feeling well or something for a period of time, but hopefully everything has worked itself out. You are feeling much better. Um, yeah, we definitely want you to be all right. So, guys, like I said, today we are talking about Peach McIntyre. Peach put up a short video today, and baby, this what we doing. Cause oh my goodness, this is what we doing. I understand a little more than most. Those of us who do those of us who are content creators must create content. And those such as Peaches who blog their life. I mean, that's what they're doing. Um, and so there are times that they have to post. It just is what it is. I get it. Now, a lot of times, especially lately, I've heard people say something like, um, everything is not for the internet. And that is true. But when a person is a content creator, more than most does go online. However, guys, this girl has proven beyond a shadow of a doubt today that she is one of the most insensitive people I think that I have ever seen. Just really. Um, you said you're feeling better. Thanks a bunch. I'm feeling better as well, love. I am. I've had some rough days, but yeah. Hey, Shirley. Peach put up a video and she showed her kids. It's a flashback to when the babies were in the NICU. Hey, Sunrose. Thank you so much for coming in and um, checking out today's video with us, love. We're talking about Peach today. So I'm going to go ahead and play this video and then I'm going to continue with the commentary. I want to go ahead and play the video because some of you may not be aware of what I'm talking about. And let me go ahead and say, guys, this can and probably will be triggering. So trigger warning. She is showing when her baby was in the hospital.
The child have seizures. We had already got seen by the ambulance who confirmed that it was seizures, and I decided to drive him into Tampa, where my other son is currently in the hospital at, in case he does. They'll both be together. Go, wonderful.
No, you trying to go like you
Yep.
did. Put one on the other one right
Yep.
now.
Uh-oh, you okay, big guy?
Twice.
You okay, big guy?
Go.
You tired?
You look like a
Mommy, push me.
I'm gonna get pushed. Baby. Good job. Then pizza. Scratch Maisie is good. I cleaned up my area. Ooh, it's been a process. We are headed into Adventure Island today with the kiddos. Wonderful. Let his daddy do his hair in 2 ponytails. You want his hair like Gregory McKay. But let's go. Hey, Nami. See your daddy? Get out the pool with the pizza. He got the birds surrounding him. I'm having a healthy baby and a sick one. But at least both of y'all not sick, huh? Say at least both of us aren't sick. It's still something good. Yeah, baby. Somebody's so hyped. Hey. Hey, buddy. Yeah, bro.
Get in the ring. To what?
I'm gonna take so long. I'm sorry. But when I come back, I'm gonna help you. I love you. So when I say life is filled with adversity, keep going anyways. I don't just say it. I live it. I don't make excuses. I make it happen. Time I ever having a child have seizures. We had already got seen by the ambulance who confirmed that it was seizures, and I decided to drive him into Tampa, where my other son is currently in the hospital at.
Now, that's what we're going to be talking about in this moment. Y'all, I am absolutely. I had actually not planned on going live. I planned on doing the video. As a matter of fact, I had already started shooting the video. I looked down and realized that 3 minutes in, the video stopped. It frustrated me, so I wanted to go ahead and get out what I had to say. I wanted us to talk about this, so I just went ahead and decided to come live. Guys, I get that you have to do content as a content creator. And whomever is shooting the video, I would even understand if, I guess, she told them to, you know, get some random footage of what's going on. But the fact that she stopped and took the time to do the video. Hey, 24 Kiki. The baby was seasoned. Were you guys able to hear her? Let me know that you heard what she was saying. If you were unable to hear her, I can turn it up and we can go back to the and watch again because I really want y'all to hear what she said. Was the baby having seizures while she was holding him? Yes, Yes, 24. That's exactly what was happening. And she was telling us what was going on. Right. Wow. That's why I put exactly that in the subject line. Wow. Wow for a lot of reasons. Wow, Peach, your son is seizing and you sitting there doing the video. Now, this is old content. And when I say it's old, I mean it's not happening at the moment. It happened around the same time as you saw that Amazing was in the hospital. Um, and I mean, most people that do content don't post when it actually happens. So, it is what it is. Yeah, Miss Kaya, it is sad that he was sick. Now, let me know that you guys heard what was being said so I can I want to make sure that when I'm speaking about this, you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. Why would she record him having seizures? This, which will do anything for content, they need to flag her channel. I don't know that they will flag her. That's an interesting take on it, though. I don't know that they will flag her, but yeah. Okay, I'll go ahead and play it again. Let me jump over here and make sure that the let me see where the audio
Time
is.
ever having a child have seizures. We had already got seen by the ambulance who confirmed that it was seizures, and I decided to drive him into Tampa, where my other son is currently in the hospital at, in case he does, they'll both be together.
Are y'all hearing it?
Go. No.
Go, wonderful.
One, no, you trying to go like he
Yep.
did. Put one on the other one right
Yep.
there.
Uh-oh, you okay, big guy?
Twice.
You okay, big guy?
Go.
You tired?
Wait.
Look like a
Mommy, push me.
I'm gonna get pushed. Probably. Good job. Then pizza. Scratch Maisie is good. I cleaned up my area. Who's in the process? Treasure, we are headed into Adventure Island today with the kiddos. Wonderful, let his daddy do his hair in 2 ponytails. You want his hair like Gregory McKay. But let's go. Hey, Nami. See your daddy? Get out the pool with the pizza. He got the birds surrounding him. And having a healthy baby and a sick one. But at least both of y'all not sick, huh? Say at least both of us aren't sick and still.
Now, she is at the hospital, true enough. But she has the well baby, which means she's not planning to stay at the hospital. Now, I'm going to push this back a little bit because I want y'all to hear what she said at the beginning. Let me know that you guys are able to hear this well. Even if she showed him when they had him stabilized, that was one thing. But to be recording as he was sick, is a lot. I don't even understand why she was okay and focused on that. Yeah. Okay, so you were able to hear. Okay. Hey, Barbara. I think I did speak to you, Kyle. Let me make sure I didn't miss anybody else. Hey, Nisha. You said you're a bushwasher. Well, welcome, love. Thank you so much for being in the bushes. Your view is what matters, even if you're not able to chat in the chat. That is a-okay. Thank you so much for your support. Yeah, y'all, please hit that like button for me. Hey, Chess. It is good that they're both not sick. That is definitely a plus. But why do you have him at the hospital unless he's staying there with you? Um, it's like she is visiting. And when she was holding him, she said, I'm driving him to Tampa to the hospital. Now, I really believe she lived in Tampa, but let's just go with what she said that she don't. Why is your ass not already at the hospital? That's a lot going on. You say you're not clocking anyone's uterus, but I myself couldn't do 9 kids. My two were more than enough. Girl, you done said a mouthful there, baby. My mouth dropped when I saw her recording and the baby. Yeah. And she was trying to make herself sound compassionate, but she was very matter of fact about it. That was one of the things that I wanted to note when I was making the video. I think the one with the twin having a seizure happened before he left the hospital. I forgot how her hair looked when she had the babies. I don't think that's the hairdo that she had when she had the babies. But I don't remember how her hair looked when Amazing was in the hospital either. I can't remember. But regardless to when it was, that was too much going on. Not to mention when you look at this baby right here being healthy and what she's saying, I think it did happen when Amazing was in the hospital. He is not a newborn. He's eyes open and alert. That was recent. Remember when they first came, they weren't they weren't kids that you never saw with their eyes open, basically, is where I'm going with that. Yeah, exactly, Barbara. I'm so bothered and triggered by this lady exploiting a small, unresponsive baby. That is her baby. Yeah, exactly. Why didn't the hospital take the baby from her as soon as they got there? That's another thing that was puzzling to me. Not to mention her saying that she drove the baby to Tampa. Why she said that she had been seen by the ambulance. That's why it was important for you guys to hear what she was saying. I don't know, y'all. Why didn't the ambulance take him to the hospital if he's seizing? I mean, I don't get it. Now, at first I was like, well, these could be fibro seizures, but clearly they're not because of the tubes and stuff that they have on him. Those are actual seizures. So, he may have something going on with his brain. I mean, he was a preemie. And she said he was 3 pounds when he was born. I bet when she was off the internet for a few days off, this is, yeah, I think it was around that time that poor baby deserved privacy and respect. He deserved her undivided attention, most definitely. She had box braids in a bob. You mean when she had the babies, she had box braids? Well, those are twists, so I don't know if it was the same time or not. She's about to be canceled talking about single mothers. Yeah, people. I did a video about that yesterday. If you guys haven't had the opportunity to check that out, go and check it out. If she calls 911 for him, why didn't they take the baby to the hospital? Something isn't right here, y'all. Right. That's what I was saying. And she mentioned that she's the one who brought him to the other hospital. Why did you have to do it? Why did you have to do it? This is when Wood went to Vegas and Amazing was in the hospital. I'm still trying to figure out what she said when the audio went out. Oh, Lord. Baby, let me tell you what I think she said. Let's go over here and play it again. I'm going to go back to the beginning and then I'm going to tell you what I think she said.
Time I ever having a child have seizures. We had already got seen by the ambulance who confirmed that it was seizures, and I decided to drive him into Tampa, where my other son is currently in the hospital at, in case he does, they'll both be together.
Now, did you see her mouth? In case he what? In case he, I know what I thought he said. And I think she said in case he transitions, they'll both be together. Now, I didn't get that. What do you mean they'll both be together? Or, then I'm like, if she saw the ambulance didn't take the baby, she must have refused because they would not have left that baby like that. They wouldn't have left that baby at home like that. And he is actively seizing, which means something is actively going on. But she's sitting here doing a damn video. Now watch her mouth again and tell me what y'all think she said. Don't type the actual word. Find another way of saying it.
Seen by the ambulance who confirmed that it was seizures, and I decided to drive him into Tampa, where my other son is currently in the hospital at, in case he does, they'll both be together.
Okay. I didn't want to leave that on the screen. I think she said in case he transitions. That's what I think he said. Hey, Johnny Boatwright. These moms need to understand that everything is not meant for a camera or social media. I don't have Facebook, but I hear it's just as bad. Yeah. Now, and that's what I was saying. I realized that she is a content creator and she must put certain, and she must do her content. She makes money off of publicizing her life. I could see if she showed when the baby was sick, maybe showed his feet or his hand. But showing him in that active condition was very insensitive. And if you look at her, she had no emotion. I'd have been boohoo crying. When she had the twins, she had the burgundy hair. Yeah, I think that this was recorded when dad had left town and just came back. Now the baby was already in the hospital, so the day that, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna be honest with y'all about something. You know what came to mind with this? When I saw this, what came to mind was the fact that I said, both of her babies got sick, totally different illnesses at the same time. One happened the day that dad left. The second one happened the day after. What are the odds of that? Yeah, so that would make sense. Around that time, Kai, it would make sense. It's like what are the odds that her children would have gotten sick at the same time? Um, I really feel like she did chop the content up, but I think that she chopped it up that way so that she wouldn't get judged for leaving them kids in the hospital and going to the parks that are out of town. I think she took advantage of when the boy was sick in the hospital and went out of town again. But what are the odds that her kids get sick at the same time? Honestly, the word that came to mind was Munchausen. I said, Lord, I hope this girl didn't, put them there. Because, oh my God. Yeah, that's true, Sunrise. Sunrose, I'm sorry, Sunrise. Sunrose. Yeah, she got an issue. And this really proved to us that she was very disconnected when this happened. So emotionally, Peach didn't give a shit. And then for her to sit there and say, I decided to drive him into Tampa. So in case he's something, which I told y'all what I think she said, in case he transition, they'll both be there together. But what are the odds that she said in case he's admitted? Now, if you look at her mouth, whatever word she said was a one syllable word. But even if she said in case they keep him, that was more than one syllable. Hey, Nibia. Hey, love. Not a problem. When she was holding the baby, I think she was at an appointment. Even if that were the case, Johnny, why would they not take that baby into custody back there? Not custody, but take the baby back and allow a doctor to see him immediately. And who sits there like that and that's going on with their child and be so calm? I would be ape shit crazy. Y'all, I really don't believe she's uninsured. When she had those twins, if she didn't have any insurance at the time, the hospital would have applied for Medicaid on her behalf. A sick baby will get Medicaid regardless to the parent's income. So I think at this point, their Medicaid should still be active. And that's another reason she got all that help. Not just the case of a random phone call to CPS. Um, but I think that when she went to the hospital pregnant, CPS got in her business at that point. I don't think these CPS calls are solely because someone is randomly calling and saying the things that she said they are saying. Quite frankly, I think that Peach probably called herself. I'm just gonna be honest. I really do. She probably drove him and literally took the time to record him before checking in. That's why she's whispering. If she did that, shame on her raggedy ass, because that is awful. That she would put him at risk like that. Hey, mysterious. Because I think I know too, and it blew my mind. You know what? Let's go look again, Neobia, because whatever word she did say, it was a one syllable word. Admitted. That's three syllables. He's admitted. That's four syllables. Um, I'm trying to think of a way she could have said it. They keep him. Let's look again. I'm doing this live on my phone, y'all, so just bear with me a second.
Seizures, and I decided to drive him into Tampa, where my other son is currently in the hospital at. In case he does, they'll both be together.
Now you seen how her mouth moved. And she just, and you know what? After she said whatever she said, she got up. So you may be right. You may be right that she sat there and did this, like that's her just walking into the hospital. She sat there, did the video, and then went up there. If she did that, she is an evil individual because whatever's going on with this baby, if you do nothing, it could cause harm to
And
him.
I decided to drive him into Tampa, where my other son is currently in the hospital at. In case he does, they'll both be together.
Yeah, I don't know what the girl said, but it did not look. Uh, mm. Peach is fighting for her husband's fidelity, and her having babies isn't the answer. As grown women, at some point, we have to see when things need to change. I'm just saying, yeah. Right. They would have never left that baby. Yeah, they wouldn't have left him in that condition. Even if she refused for them to take him, I don't think they could have left. I think they would have had to call defects. Yeah, you saw how her mouth looked, Cassandra. Whatever she said, it was one syllable. I'm not gonna. I know that's what I think she said, but it's one syllable, whatever it is. I don't. I just don't want to believe that's what she said. She drove him to Tampa because her other son is admitted. Yeah, so she brought baby to that one in case he also gets admitted. I get what you're saying, Niabia, that that's what she was alluding to. So they will be together. I get that. But if you look at her mouth, whatever statement that she made, it was a one syllable word. I'm not disagreeing with you, but it was one syllable. She didn't say gets admitted because you would have seen it in her mouth. Yeah. Yep, that's true. The only thing she cried about is wood, not even her own children. The sad part about this is she did this to them. All the money she brags about having, but refused to get prenatal care. Very selfish of her. Yeah, and she should have been penalized for that. She took him to the hospital herself, no ambulance, because they would have taken the baby to the hospital despite whether or not she wanted to drive him. Yeah. Paramedics are required to do life-saving procedures. Correct, Mocha. So how did she drive him from down there to Tampa? Wherever down there is. I don't care if it's across the street. She said I decided to drive him into Tampa. That's what she said. But he is actually seasoned. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, he's in distress. At the moment, he is in distress. Let me get this off the screen. Hold on one second.
Go.
Go wonderful.
No, you trying to go like he
Yep.
did. Put one on.
And see, she didn't show herself right here, so we don't know if this is around the same time.
Yep. Oh, you okay, big guy?
Twice.
You okay, big guy?
Go.
You tired?
Wait.
Mommy, push me.
I'm gonna get pushed. Probably. Good job. Then pizza. Scratch Maisie is good. I cleaned up my area.
If we were to guess, when she showed Amazing Life, it's the next day. Why would she say that? Is this what she wants? Did not he docs give her some bad news? I don't know. Okay. Uh do this for me, guys. With you guys feeling like she said that. She only used one syllable. She said in case he, and then the next thing, whatever she said next, her mouth opened and one syllable came out. Her lips did not move and say multiple words. He gets admitted. He's admitted. Admitted itself would make her mouth move up and down. Okay, so if that's what he said, I mean, if that's what she said, how could she have said it and her mouth moved like that? I'm not disagreeing with what you guys saying. I'm trying to figure out how would she have worded it for it to be in this particular type of for it to look the way her mouth looked. That's what I need to figure out. Just for the basis of what we're talking about. How did her mouth move? Now, let me see if I can how can I do it? Let me try to make her face a little bit bigger. All right. So now I'm going to play it again and let's see.
With seizures, and I decided to drive him into Tampa, where my other son is currently in the hospital at. In case he does, they'll both be together.
Okay.
Go wonderful.
No, you trying to go like he.
Go wonderful.
It looks like she.
Drive him into Tampa, where my other son is currently in the hospital at. In case he does, they'll both be together.
Her mouth moved up and down, so she definitely could have said that.
Go wonderful.
No, you trying to go like he
Yep.
did. Put one on the other one right
Yep.
One on the other one right
Yep. Who confirmed that it was seizures, and I decided to drive him into Tampa, where my other son is currently in the hospital at. In case he does, they'll both be together.
Yep, it does look like she said get admitted. Oh, thank goodness.
Go wonderful.
No, you trying to go like he
Yep.
did. Put one on the other one right
Yep.
Hold on,
Oh,
y'all.
you okay,
I'm
big
making
guy?
a big mess now trying to fix this.
You okay, big guy?
Go.
You tired?
Wait.
Mommy, push me.
I'm gonna get pushed. Probably. Good job. Then pizza. Scratch Maisie is good. I cleaned up my area.
I can't get it to adjust back down.
We are headed into Adventure Island today with the kiddos. Wonderful. Let his daddy do his hair in 2 ponytails. He wanted his hair like Gregory McKay. But let's go. Hey, Nami. See your daddy? Get out the pool with the pizza. He got the birds surrounding him. And having a healthy baby and a sick one. But at
Y'all, I
least
can't, now
both
I
of y'all
can't
not
get it
sick,
back
huh?
to the regular
So at
size.
least both of us aren't sick. It's still something good. Yeah, yeah, baby. Somebody's so hyped. Hey, hey,
Okay, now let's address something else, y'all.
hey, buddy. Yeah, bro.
I didn't win. To what?
I'm gonna take so long. I'm sorry. But when I come back, I'm gonna help you. I love you.
Guilty.
So when I say life is filled with adversity, keep going anyways. I don't just say it. I live it. I don't make excuses. I make it happen. Time I ever having a child have seizures. We had already got seen by the ambulance who confirmed that it was
Now,
seizures,
she
and I
said the
decided to try to come
ambulance
into
saw the
contact
baby and left
with
the
my
baby
oldest
there.
son is currently in.
I don't even understand how that could even happen. I don't. She got something because this is too much. Hey, Cheryl. That show what I thought that she said, but we did see that her mouth moved up and down. Hey, Sakente, yeah, this is back when Amazing Life was said. I think she got Munchausen or maybe developing it because goes beyond. This is beyond. Uh, I don't even know what to say because a person with Munchausen would not be acting like Peach is acting. They would be acting like, oh, my child is hurt. I'm going to do this or that and save my child. That's how they would act. But that's not how she's acting at all. I watched the video with captions, whatever she said, YouTube bleeped it out. Try turning on the captions. Yeah, let me kind of get caught up a little bit. Whatever it was, I definitely will. Let me go ahead and drop the link for you guys. Those of you who would like to say something. Let's see. I think it's right here. Yeah, she said admit it. I'm glad I did go in because I was like, nah, she ain't say that. But she is still definitely wrong on so many levels about the fact of this. She doesn't like to be a mom, and when Wood isn't around, she's dependent upon his love, and that's unhealthy for her and the kids. That's true. Oh, Jennifer. Yeah, give him a big hug and let him know that he's okay. Oh my gosh, that is sad. It probably scared him. Yeah. And then once they stopped recording, it looks like she's getting up as if to go get treated. I could not record my child like that. They would have had to sedate me. Yeah, me too, honey. But you know what, Mahogany? A lot of people have been through a lot. Her mother may not have been the most sensitive mother. Let's be honest about that. But what this right here is the key. She creates her own adversities. Whatever her mother didn't do obviously affected her. But she was not taken care of. You know what I'm saying? She had three kids, all three of them kids. She didn't even go through any trauma the way her son did, her brother did. With that being the case, all of them should have some type of deficiencies if she was that damaging to those kids. I think that she affected her. I think Peach wanted her attention the way Choice demands Peach to behave. He doesn't care about personal space. He doesn't care about siblings. And I think that is how Peach wanted it and couldn't get it her way. And so she found ways to use that to her benefit. Peach is the ultimate user. She uses anything and everything to her benefit because she believes the world is hers. She is a classic narcissist. How all this jump off on Wood birthday vacation? Right, Kim. And you got two kids in the hospital at the same time. You claim you saw the ambulance. I don't think she did. I think that she seen that baby sick and she said, well, we got to go to the hospital anyway. Let's just go to the hospital where the other baby at. And she took the baby. She said the ambulance thing because we were going to ask, and people was going to go crazy about the fact of why did this baby get moved all the way from one place to another if you live out of town and didn't go to the closest hospital. They would have been bound by law to take him to the closest hospital. They probably would have air vac him to that hospital because it's a medical specialty hospital. But whatever the case is, it ain't what she's saying. Y'all talking about God having a place for evil people, but y'all all literally kicking this woman wild down in the lowest time of her life. Girl, Lanita, come on now. How are we kicking her? She recorded her son having a seizure. She took the time to record it. She took the time to put him in harm's way by not getting immediate medical attention. She took the time to come to this hospital, sit here, shoot this video before getting him help. She did that. We didn't do that to her. We're talking about how appalled we are that she did those actions. That's not kicking her while she's down. That's called doing commentary, sweetie. So, you want to like her, great. I don't have no problem with that. I don't dislike her. But as a mother, Lanita, would you have done this? Would you have sat there while your child is actively seizing to do a video? Hmm? Would you have not been there when your son was admitted to the hospital and medvac to a different hospital? Would you have not been there, sweetie? We're waiting. Baby, I put the link in the chat. I don't see you in here, so let me know when you are ready to come up. Oh shoot, I'm sorry. I took it off. Lanita, forgive me, but as a mother, why would you post your newborn baby actively seasoned, now responsive, non-responsive? Exactly. We're not kicking her. We're not kicking her. Period. Point blank. In the story. Yeah, she did the recording. It wasn't us. Right. She's sitting there calm like it's another day at the park. Oh, I'm sitting here like, how in the heck? That voice she was doing was pissing me off. She already knows the baby's health from NICU. Denise, you're probably the worst mother in here. We don't know you. Lanita, we don't know you either. And don't insult the chat. That is not what we do here. Everybody can have an opinion. We allowed you to say what you had to say. We didn't jump on you, so do not insult people in here, or you will be removed. It's okay to have your opinion, but do not be insulting. Yeah, we don't do that here, honey. And everyone in the mob means something to me. You cannot, you won't insult them. No, ma'am. Mm-mm. First of all, Lanita, you are trying to incite anger and dissidence in this chat. That's not what we're going to do. If you have an opinion, state your opinion. If you want to defend your opinion, defend it with facts. What fact do you have that we are kicking her? She did this. But see, instead of you stating the obvious, which is she did the video, she put her child in that situation. Uh you want to try to deflect by being insulting to others because you know she dead ass wrong. Just call a spade a spade. People that insult and get defensive don't have a true factual statement to make, so they deflect. I see nobody in this chat kicking her. Right. Nobody. You know what? Some of these people that come on live is something really wrong with these people. The EMS would have left that baby, and we all know that Peach is sick. Yeah, they wouldn't have left the baby. They would not have. What happened to lifting each other up, not sitting around criticizing? We are lifting the baby up, wishing that he would have had better care, wishing that his mother was on point, That baby cannot fight for himself. Peach made her own choices. She had a choice. The baby didn't. So what we are doing is speaking on behalf of the baby. That's what we're doing. So, why are you not acknowledging the fact that she should have not been sitting there shooting a video? She should have not drove, especially if it's a big distance, to one particular hospital when her child was having a seizure, which means that there is something going on in his brain, sweetie. Come on. We're defending our positions. Your position is that she's right. She's not right for doing what she did. So, let's be 21 about it. We're adults here. We can have a conversation where everybody protects their position and justifies their position without being rude. And so that's what we're doing, sweetie. Hello? Okay, guys, I had an issue temporarily with my audio. If you will, please let me know that you all can hear me. Well, it's an hour and a half if she still stays in the same area. We're not quite sure where she lives. Most of her content is done in Tampa, so the assumption is that she still lives in Tampa. So with that being the case, uh that may be where she is. Let me find okay. Hey Kelly. Hey, anybody that I missed. Hey girl, hey. Right. Right. Hey Mimi. This Peach is the same mom putting her baby on social media so people could look at him and say he's ugly and call him funny names. Diabolical. Now he's sick. Yeah. The video happened at the same time Amazing Life was in the hospital. Alice and Hey Love. Most people who do actually record their lives and vlog don't do it day by day. Usually you see several days to a week, sometimes longer in the past. Um, Even reality TV shows, we're usually 90 days. There's a 90-day lag in what you see happening versus uh what's really going on at that moment. So um it is not current video, but it's also in the case of a vlogger or blogger, probably not old either. Just for the sake of this conversation, it's definitely not happening now, but at the same time, um, yeah, that's kind of how that goes. Anita, you're too focused on the wrong thing. Just like Peach, I have three adult children and four grandkids, and they would say the complete opposite. Nobody should be focused on content when their child is going through what this baby is experiencing. Period, Lanita. And until you do right by that fact, I don't think that your opinion is going to be held to high regard because you worried about lifting somebody up who is letting their baby have a seizure. Like, no. That's all I can say. Exactly. Whoever is recording that, they about the same. Because what they should have been doing is walking up to the desk saying, "My brother's over here having a seizure. Mom, what's wrong with you? This baby's sick." That's what they should have been saying. And everyone, please hit that like button for me. Not a problem, Jennifer. Like I said, everybody here is important to me. And I'm not going to sit by and watch one person be disrespectful to another. That's not what I do. Everybody's opinion is valued, and it's okay to disagree. We're adults, we all have our own life and experiences. And I mean, all of you matter to me. I'm not going to sit by and let you get disrespected or let somebody talk crazy to you for no good reason. Like, that's what we not going to do. Sunrose Peach knows his health issues, and as I'm thinking, it might be the reason the state got involved when the babies went home. Yeah, it could be. Especially since she didn't have any prenatal care. They're probably going to watch her for the first year, making sure those kids go to the doctor, um, you know, timely, basically. It is sad. No, she didn't even tell what was wrong with the other baby. And that's another thing. You're posting these videos for shock factor and value. You're not posting because uh you're not posting because you want your followers and subscribers to know what's going on with the kids. And you know how some people call their subbies the baby's aunties. She's not giving us this information for the purpose of the child or the betterment of the child or the support of the channel and subbies that she cares about. She's doing this to make a point. And at the end of the video, she says life is filled with adversity. When I say that, I mean that. No, adversity is when you buy an outfit and that bitch don't fit. Something like that. A child being sick is a part of parenthood and being a human being. Everybody has the probability to be sick at some point or time in life, kids included. So, with that being the case, as a mother, life is filled with mothering, sweetie, not adversity. She was wrong if she did not call an ambulance. Uh if the hospital was within 10 minutes, she should have just jumped her ass up and went. If the hospital was over 10 minutes, she should have called an ambulance. And once the ambulance got there, they would not have left that child. A child that is in a situation or state like that, they're not going to they're not going to leave them like that. And if they would have had to, they would have gotten the proper authorities to ensure that they could take the child and the child be stabilized. That would not happen. Miss Anita You seem to have a problem holding her accountable for the Oh, okay. Yeah, you're talking to Lanita. You seem to have a problem holding her accountable for the lack of care for her infant child. Now, if the results were bad, then she would have been held liable by the law for her poor choices. That's true. She would have. Hey, Teresa. Not a problem, love. Drive safely. Okay. I don't know where the heck I am. Oh, right here. Who makes the video of her child while she's sitting there? You see her baby having a seizure. I would be scared to my soul. She acts like it's nothing doing content on a sick baby. Yeah, it's crazy. So wasn't going to come home because so Wood wasn't gonna come home because of the first child being hospitalized. Then one of the newborns end up there too. I hope she not doing this for his attention. Oh, yeah. And you know another thing, guys, isn't it interesting that she posted this? She posted this at a time that she's under fire for another situation. Why she didn't show baby two getting sick when Amazing was sick if this was at the same time? This may not have even been the same time. I mean, there's no way we can really prove it. Oh yeah. Yeah. I'm going to delete the comment, love. Wait a minute, can I delete it? If you will, can one of y'all delete that? Yeah, we can't mention the word in here. You can say C19 though. I think that she's trying to deflect from the shit she's gotten herself in recently. Because people are going to talk about this, but I don't think they're going to talk about it in a way that she's going to be okay with. All right. Thank you, Sunrose. No trouble, but yeah, you can't, those words, anything that's regulated by the CDC, anything that is hurtful or harmful, to minors are things we can't mention. That's why YouTube censored whatever it was she said. Oh, excuse me. And not only did they censor it, they're censoring a lot of the content from the Diddy trial as well. So let's jump back over here. We'll finish watching this.
Son is currently in the hospital in case he does, they'll both be together. Go wonderful.
And see right here, she didn't show her. So we don't know if this is the same
Oh, you okay,
time.
big guy? You okay, big guy? You tired?
Can mommy push me?
I'm gonna get pushed. Good job. Then pizza. Dispatch Maisie is good. I cleaned up my area.
Now, listen to what she says here.
Beach Badger, we are headed into Adventure Island today with the kiddos. Wonderful, let his daddy do his hair in two ponytails. You want his hair like Gregory McKay. But let's go. Hey, Nami. See your daddy? Get out the pool with the pizza. He got the birds surrounding him. And having a healthy baby and a sick one. But at least both of y'all not sick, huh? Say at least both of us aren't sick. It's still something good. Yeah, yeah, baby. Somebody's so hyped. Hey, hey,
The well baby get
hey,
more attention
baby.
than the other baby.
Yeah, bro.
Get in the ring.
Listen right
To
here.
what?
This is
I'm
where
gonna
I
take
was
so
referring
long. I'm
to.
sorry. But when I come back, I'm gonna help you. I love you.
Now, she's up there like she's a visitor, not like she's his mom. Cause why you keep leaving? The baby is in the hospital, love. Come on now. Even if daddy is at home, outside, whatever, the only time she should be leaving is when dad gets there with the kids. You know, everybody's sitting in a car waiting for her to come down because they trading places. The hospital is not your babysitter. And who wants to be out of the hospital having to call and see what's going on with their child? I feel like it's gonna make Peach feel that, oh, he got better, everything is fine, and really she's gonna look at it as it's justifying her position, not the other position. She's just not that intelligent. Also, she's not that emotionally connected. Yeah, when she was in the ER, but she took Amazing to the new hospital. On the way to the new hospital, she went to the store and bought him some blankets. You see right there, and behind him, she bought that stuff. And that was supposed to replace the fact that she was there, but she was leaving. Now, at that time, she said she had to leave because daddy wasn't there. Quite frankly, what she could have done, let me see, let me think this through before I say it. I wouldn't have been in that position, so it's hard for me to see things from her point of view. I would have had my family there. I would have also had a family to be there because I would not have treated my family the way that she did. The disrespect she showed, the just everything. I wouldn't have done that. So they would have wanted to support. Also, I would never have kept my kids from their grandparent. Even if we didn't speak, they still would have a way of seeing them. Yeah, this happened before this point. Most content creators that vlog their life don't vlog what they have up right then. They'll vlog something later. Now what Mahogany of the Jacksons of Atlanta, what she does is she'll put the date that it was shot up and let you know what's going on. Most content creators don't do that. Whatever's on the show is just what's on the show. So yeah. She treats Choice as if I don't do it, he's gonna act a mess. What you mean would mess his head up? What do you mean by that? Lanita, you went silent. We asked you to tell us if you were in Peach's position, would you have done that video? You come on here saying negative stuff, but you're not um justifying your position. Why is it okay for a mother to not call the ambulance when their child is having a seizure? That same mother drove their kid to a hospital further away. Then, when they got to the hospital, they went in and sat down and shot a video. Now, come on with me now. Stay with me. And after shooting the video, she got her child medical attention. A child that is actually having a seizure at the moment. Justify that for us, please. If you want them to respect your position, justify us. And black women are not hated by everybody. They're hated by ignorant people. So, I mean, let's be real about that. Mysterious say, "Oop, she's out of there, out of there." She thinks that all she needs to do is buy her kids things, feed them, and take them to Disney. Being a mother is so much more, right, Kimberly? And what kind of sick, demented, weak ass, emotionless ass mother would sit there and watch their kid seize? You can hear him making noises. Come on now. This is my thing, even beyond that, mysterious. If you are a human being with common sense, you should have a problem with that video. For real. Oh, okay. I haven't seen him recently, so I don't know how his head look. Kim, I believe that if they knew what was going on, they would have showed up. But the fact of the matter is, by her not posting the content, they probably wouldn't have. Okay. Okay. I mean, Kim, that's still not okay to not get him medical care. Hey, Miss New York. I thought I heard her say the baby had been checked out by an ambulance. If the baby was checked out by an ambulance, Miss Stella, they would have taken him to the hospital. They would not have left him at home having a seizure actively. So, we think that she said that to deflect from the fact that he had no care up to the point of her taking him to the hospital. I don't think he really was checked by an ambulance because had he been, she wouldn't have been sitting there with him. They would not have left him at home having a seizure. You got a point there, Karen. Yep, I agree with you. I agree with you. And we asked her several times, just okay, so what's your position? Would you have done that to your child? But she wouldn't answer that because she knows she wouldn't. She know that girl wrong for that. But we kicking her. She the dummy that put the damn content out there. Yeah.
So when I say life is filled with adversity, keep going anyways. I don't just say it, I live it. I don't make excuses.
So she created that video for this purpose, to say that. That's crazy.
I make it happen. First time it ever happened.
Y'all, this girl crazy. She is. You said the fact is she can't take care of all of those kids by herself. It would definitely be difficult, but if they were better trained, it still would be difficult, but it would be, I'm going to say, plausible. But I do agree that she put herself in a position that she cannot properly care for her family, and that's unfortunate for her. She should have never done that. Yeah, even Gregory McKay. Right. They're going to run an IV line. They're going to do whatever they're going to do. She's something. Well, I guess she proving it. Well, Karen, she might make it viral this time, but it won't be because she did the right thing. And quite frankly, I think everybody is going to be on her top on this one. Exactly. Exactly. Right. It's not the meaning. It's not the example. Oh my goodness. We could go on all day with that one, Kimberly. You said you're at work. I'm going to replay the live from the beginning. Does anybody find it ironic that two of her kids were taken to the hospital while dad was in Vegas? Nope. And I mentioned that earlier. That is very interesting. And honestly, that's the first thing that came to my mind. What is the likelihood that you have not one but two children get ill enough to be admitted? Like that's interesting. I'm just going to say that. Seizures put holes in your brain, and if you are already having developmental disabilities, the seizures will add more issues. That's why getting him care, the proper care, and as fast as possible would have been paramount. Not to mention, the ambulance would have had a medication that would have stopped the seizures. And with that, they wouldn't have been able to leave them kids at home. She did not see an ambulance. Yeah, if she had structure and her kids had discipline, she could handle things. Look at it's a girl named Mama Beanie Mama, something like that on TikTok. I'm gonna introduce her to the channel. But yeah, she is an example of a mom with less doing more. Exactly. Exactly. Not a problem, love. It's okay. Well, Kim, I'm hoping that that is definitely not something that happens. Right. Yep. Yep. That's what she's thinking about. Every day living with Alicia. Wow, I didn't know that's what happened when people had seizures. Now, I ain't gonna lie, I didn't know that part either. But nonetheless, it's just her. Look at her. She is not at all connected. There is no compassion. She's feeling nothing. That's what's alarming to me, that she could hold and feel that and not have any compassion for her own child. A baby who's already fought hard to just still be here. That's very insensitive. Child is crazy. That is crazy. Hey, Pinky. We understand that it's not a video that's happening today or yesterday, but it's the fact that it's a video that exists that we have an issue with, or should I say that we're taking issue with. Why would a mother be okay with sitting there, creating a scenario where they can take video of a child that's having a seizure? Yeah, yeah, I figured that's what it was. Well, I hope that she didn't, and yeah, I hope not. Cause wow, that's all I'm gonna say. Not sure about holes in the brain, but frequent seizures can cause brain damage for a baby. Yes. Um, yeah. When you seize, it's something that's going on in your brain. I forgot because I remember going to junior high school with a guy who had seizures, and he used to have grand mal seizures, and it was pretty bad. Yep, she has. She has. She definitely has. Y'all, please hit that like button for me. Let me go ahead and play my channel break. I think I know. I touch that fine for you. I do that three, but I think I know. I touch that fine for you. I do that three, but I'm so sorry to hear that, Miss New York. They usually don't remember anything in reference to the time that they were seizing. They usually don't because of the activity of what's going on up there. Yeah. Yep. The whole situation is really sad, guys. I mean, she shouldn't have even had the ability to do the video. Like, she just really should not have. Um it's crazy. And that's really all I can say. I don't understand why that was okay with her. I don't understand why she was um I don't understand why she was okay with having uh that even recorded while that was going on. I don't understand why she was okay with having uh somebody um I just don't understand why she okay with any of that. There's really too much going on. I'm sorry, it just is. It is. Yeah, we realize, Kim. Uh During seizures, the brain is overloaded with signals like a short circuit, and our brains can't handle it. Right. Now, my question is, I hope he doesn't get diagnosed with epilepsy. Um, yep, I have a cousin like that. I have a cousin like that. Well, guys, I just wanted to speak on this situation. I wanted to share this with you guys and give my commentary. I think it's very, I don't know, crazy that she is okay with this. I do not believe that she took that child or called the ambulance. I believe she wanted to control the narrative, so she did just what we see. We do realize that this is not happening today. It happened around the time that Wood went out of town for his birthday. Um, and I think it's very interesting that her kids so called never get sick, but now all of a sudden you have two that get sick. Yeah, I think that's crazy. Also, whoever recorded the video of her sitting in the hospital is just as bad as she is. And I do agree with whomever said that all of her kids seem to have some type of delays, except one. Interestingly enough, the one that does not have any delays, in my opinion, is gorgeous. Yeah, but she's the one that I feel like does not have any delays, but the rest of them, including Gregory McKay, I feel does. I know she mentioned that he does have an. She didn't say IEP. She said that he has a thing to where he has to be. He has to have special something or another when it comes to testing. That he has to have help with testing. And I think they do that by issuing an IEP. Right, Jennifer. Exactly. Who said that? Who said that? Every black woman is not a victim. And um they need to be held accountable just like anyone else. One person can be ridiculed without the entire society of people being a victim. This has nothing to do with a race of people. It has to do with Peaches Janae McIntyre, who has 9 kids and a husband and was very careless to those 2 children. Period, point blank. Careless. I didn't say she did something to them. So, but I want to be clear. And the son before Gorgeous, the third son, seems fine. Oh, McIntyre. Yeah. Send this body back lots of memories. Some good, some bad. But every time it happened, he was always taken by ambulance, never by car. So if anything should happen on the way, yeah, he would have the proper medical care as well as equipment and medications. They can give him an anti seizure medication to help him. So there definitely, was resources available if she would have made it available to her child. Now, my $1 million question is uh would also being a part of this. Like, is he okay with this? Like, what in the world? But anyway, guys, like I said, I wanted to speak on this. I wanted us to discuss this at detail and at length. I appreciate you guys that took time out of your day to come into the video. I also appreciate you guys who participated, that could participate, because I know this is your work day. Yeah. Thank you guys so very much. I will definitely see you all in the next one. And if you guys have not hit that like button already, please do so. Also, if you will, share this video. Share it with someone who may like the type of content that we do. Don't forget to give a thumbs up and subscribe before you go. Thank you so much. And yes, please do that. Okay, Sunrose. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye. Love y'all. Y'all, I almost forgot to play the outro, child. I'm out of touch.
Just talking out of they neck, pull no coffin out of your mouth. I'm way too paranoid for a threat. Hey, let's get it, bro. EOT, the money, power, respect. The last one is better. Say this a lot of goofies for the check. I hope them sentiments symbolic. My temperament bipolar, too far. Okay, let's get it up. It's time for him to prove that he's a problem. Niggas clicking up, but they not really getting up 40 water. Tell him, yeah, get up with me. Fuck sneak this, first person shooter. I hope they came with 3 switches. I crash out like fuck rap. This many melt if I had to. Got 2 teams with me. I'm snatching chains and burning tattoos. This pop lost too many soldiers not to play it safe. If he